What's up, everybody? Oh, great. What is it today? What day is it today? It's Saturday. This is what happens when you have time to kill, right? I'm gonna sip my cappuccino. I know Italians say that you can't have cappuccino in midday, but that's okay. I'm playing by my own rules. Last Friday, I wanted to customize and repair my vintage gold top, aka the tank. To my surprise, I opened the gig bag and the top nut was loose. It had snapped off, clean off the top of the guitar neck, and it damaged the paint that was after it. It's a very thin neck, so I was worried that it was cracked. I think the guitar moved, or it just bumped up against something in the gig bag. I was planning to remove the nut anyway. With this kind of damage, I don't know what is damaged, and I don't even know why the nut came loose, because it was glued on, for what I recall. I'm gonna take it to a tech that knows more about this and that is not so scary of filing a nut. I'm too new for this kind of thing, so yeah, I have to take it to a tech now. It's now in pieces. I've got the original paint job, the chips, because it chipped away. I've got those, so I can put them back together. Anyway, I'm probably gonna have to wait until that's finished. Anyway, the Thomann shipment arrived as well today, which means I can finish my PRSSE to look like the gold leaf private stock of Carlos Santana. That's also what I need to do this weekend. But first order of business, there's a very special guitar today on this channel that is, I've never played anything like this. This is a different kind of guitar. It's the Godin of Matthijs. He's a friend of my roommate, and he was kind enough to lend the guitar to me to play with it and to clean it, because it needs a setup. It's nothing I've ever played before, so you'll see why. I am talking about this thing. Oh, it's very shiny. It's the Godin, or the Godin, depending on which side of the river you are. A6 Ultra in black. It has an electronic pickup, but also a piezo system, and it's a thin line guitar, so it has some resonance to it, but it plays like an electric. This is a guitar you don't see every day, and I need to clean it, and I'm gonna run it through its paces. It's got some fret wear that I'm probably gonna take care of. That's on the menu for today. So without further ado, let's clean this bad boy. All right, so here we have it. The Godin. I have a very important decision to make. The guitar came strung up with 1046 electric strings, while they say on the website of Godin that you have to put bronze alloy strings on, which means regular acoustic guitar strings. One of the reasons I absolutely hate acoustic guitar strings is because it's got a wound G string, and if you're bending and if you're playing blues and all that sort of stuff, a wound G string is the last thing you want, or in my opinion. I specifically bought the Ernie Ball's Earth Wounds Rock and Blues set, which has an unwound G string, and it's still acoustic strings. But I figured out that this string gauge is probably 1046 and I use 1052. So I'm gonna have to make a decision if I'm gonna restring it with a regular set of 10s from Ernie Ball or the acoustic set. I don't think it will change the sound that much, considering that it's a electric pickup. So it will play a little bit softer with the Earth Wounds, I think. But if we're going for the electric feel, why not put electric strings on it? in my opinion. So I think I'm going to just restring it with the same set, or with a newer set. The first step would be to see if the neck is straight. And I've already checked it, it's straight. It's a 25.5 inch, which is a regular scale. And I've never seen necks this straight. So that means I think it's pretty tough wood. I don't know what wood they're using, but yeah, it stays in tune really well. So I don't need to do anything to the neck. That's good. There's a couple of things that I need to do. I'll show you in a bit. Yeah, it's really dirty. And it's got a little scratch over there. I can't remove that. But I saw some fret wear. What is that? Right around the 17th fret? 19th fret? And that is oxidized. And I'm going to see if I can get that off. Yeah, tuners were okay. Truss rod is still intact. I can actually graphite the nut probably so that it will lubricate a little better. Other than that, I just need to clean up. Now, I only had to read the freaking manual to figure out what the knobs do, but this slider here is the electric pickup, that's this one. And these two knobs are bass and treble for that pickup. And then this one here controls the piezo, and this is bass, middle, treble for that piezo pickup. So in theory, you can use the humbucking pickup, and you can roll off any bass, and it will sound a little bit like a single coil without the hum. So yeah, I'm gonna check that out later. And one other thing that is very different on this guitar is it has two output jacks. One is just a regular jack, and the other one is the mixture between both pickups. And because it's of course it has a preamp built in, it has a 9-volt battery. This is interesting because I have to remove this before putting new strings in. So I'm gonna open this up later, and this is the electronics for up there. Actually, I believe I don't have to open this because it's top loaded, right? I mean, if I take the pins out, I can just put them back in. So yeah, I think I'll first take off the strings, then clean everything properly, and then kind of go from there. Alright, so first up is clean and prep, then some conditioner for the fretboard. So now I'm going to try and save that last fret. I have some 1200 sanding paper. This is good for polishing, so it just needs a polish, that's it. I'm not going to re-crown it or anything. I don't want to do anything to that. That is a clean fret. Yep. So now I'm going to polish the guitar and put some strings back on it, and then see what she does. I believe I have Cordoba wax in this. Okay, 10 to 46 electric strings. Alright, that's a wrap. Alright. One of the things that is a little bit of a trouble with black gloss guitars is you can polish it and clean it eternally, because you're going to see all your finger marking, all the little bits and pieces that you touch, they instantly get dirty. So that's part of the deal when you get a gloss black guitar. Yeah, we're gonna take it for a spin. This is a fun guitar. Okay, so we're back with the Godin or Godin. Uh, as I mentioned earlier, it has a magnetic pickup and it has a piezo in the bridge, so you can blend the two. It only has a neck pickup, so you can't really do any chugging with it. It's not meant for chugging, but you can do some cool leads with it. It also does the Santana thing really well, so yeah, I'll just take you through some of the sounds that this guitar can do. Alright everybody, that's it. I revived another guitar. Thank you Matthijs for lending me this awesome guitar. I'm going to make a song probably with it. I was thinking like writing and recording and mixing a song in 24 hours. That kind of challenge, but we'll see. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this kind of content, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video.